The two main characters, Thomas Sutpen and his half-brother, Henry, are locked in a fierce and bitter struggle throughout the story. Their rivalry is fueled by jealousy and resentment, which stems from their different upbringings and personalities. Thomas is determined to succeed and build his legacy, while Henry is content to live a quiet life. This conflict ultimately leads to tragic consequences for both brothers. Parental favoritism is another key theme in Absalom Absalom. Thomas Sutpen, the patriarch of the family, shows favoritism towards his son Henry, while neglecting his daughter Judith. This unequal treatment drives a wedge between the siblings and sets in motion a chain of events that culminates in tragedy. Faulkner uses this theme to highlight the destructive power of parental favoritism and how it can tear families apart. The novel also explores how family members can both support and betray one another. Throughout the story, characters make choices that have far-reaching consequences for their loved ones. Some characters, like Rosa Coldfield, try to protect their family members, while others, like Thomas Sutpen, are willing to sacrifice their own kin to achieve their goals. Faulkner shows how these actions can have a profound impact on the family dynamic, shaping the relationships between members and ultimately defining their fate. In summary, Absalom is a profound exploration of family dynamics and the complex relationships that exist within them. Through its exploration of themes such as sibling rivalry, parental favoritism, and familial betrayal, Faulkner crafts a powerful commentary on the human experience and the enduring power of family ties. Gender roles. The novel is also concerned with gender roles in the South, particularly with regard to the expectations placed on women. Faulkner explores the ways in which women are expected to be passive and submissive, and shows how these expectations can be both oppressive and deeply damaging. In addition to its exploration of family dynamics, Absalom also delves into the gender roles prevalent in the South during the antebellum era. Faulkner uses the characters of Rosa Coldfield and Ellen Sutpen to illustrate the expectations placed on women in that time and place. Rosa Coldfield is portrayed as a strong, independent woman who defies the traditional gender roles of her society. She is vocal and opinionated, and she refuses to conform to the submissive and passive role expected of women. Faulkner uses Rosa to challenge the notion that women should be relegated to a secondary position in society and to highlight the dangers of repressing women's autonomy and individuality. On the other hand, Ellen Sutpen embodies the traditional role of a Southern woman. She is submissive and obedient, and her primary goal in life is to serve her husband and raise her children. Faulkner shows how this role can be both oppressive and damaging, as Ellen is forced to sacrifice her own desires and ambitions in order to fulfill society's expectations of her. This ultimately leads to her tragic demise, as she is unable to cope with the loss of her husband and the breakdown of her family. Through these characters, Faulkner underscores the importance of challenging traditional gender roles and the societal expectations placed on women. He suggests that by empowering women and allowing them to pursue their own dreams and ambitions, society as a whole can benefit and flourish. The American Dream. Finally, Absalom is a novel that raises questions about the nature of the American dream and its relationship to the realities of American life. Faulkner shows how the ideal of upward mobility and self-determination is often complicated by factors such as race, class, and geography. The American dream is a central concept in American culture that suggests that anyone can achieve success and prosperity through hard work and determination. It is the idea that in America, opportunities are available to everyone regardless of their social class or background, and that success can be achieved through individual effort and merit. However, Faulkner's novel Absalom challenges the notion of the American dream by showing that it is not a straightforward or universally attainable ideal. One of the ways Faulkner complicates the American dream is by examining the role of race in American society. The novel is set in the South, where racism and segregation were pervasive during the time period it was written. Faulkner shows how African Americans were excluded from many of the opportunities that were supposed to be available to all Americans. For example, Thomas Sutpen, the novel's central character, is able to build a successful plantation and become wealthy, but he does so by exploiting the labor of enslaved people. The fact that Sutpen's success is built on the oppression of others raises questions about the true nature of the American dream and whether it is a truly inclusive ideal. Faulkner also explores how class and geography impact the ability to achieve the American dream. The novel shows how people from different social classes have different opportunities and face different obstacles when it comes to upward mobility. For example, Sutpen, who comes from a poor background, is able to achieve success and wealth through hard work and determination, but his daughter Judith, who is born into privilege, is unable to escape the limitations of her social class. Similarly, the novel suggests that geography plays a role in determining who is able to achieve the American dream. The South is depicted as a region with its own unique cultural and social traditions, which can make it difficult for outsiders to fit in and succeed. Overall, Faulkner's novel challenges the simplistic view of the American dream as an easily achievable ideal that is open to all. The South is depicted as a region with its own unique cultural and social traditions, which can make it difficult for outsiders to fit in and succeed. Overall, Faulkner's novel challenges the simplistic view of the American dream as an easily achievable ideal that is open to all. Instead, it suggests that factors such as race, class, and geography can complicate the pursuit of success and prosperity in America. By doing so, Absalom raises important questions about the nature of the American dream and its relationship to the realities of American life.